All right, what's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Tab E and whether or not this is worth using in 2025. So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the specs for this tablet. So we see that the Samsung Galaxy Tab E was released in July of 2015. So this thing is roughly about 10 years old. Um, it came with Android 4.4, and the latest software that this can receive is Android 7. Uh, and it's pretty slow. It's not really usable in terms of app supportage. And we have a 9.6-inch display. We have a 5 megapixel camera, 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and a 5,000 milliamp battery. So this comes in 8 gigabytes or 16 gigabyte storage, and you can put a micro SD card in here. So overall, this is a very slow and sluggish device. In 2025, there isn't really much you can do with it. I'm sure you could surf the web, and there might be some apps that work, but as far as video streaming apps, they might not work. Like, for an example, when I try to use the YouTube app, it says this version of YouTube is out of date and no updates are available for this device. So you have to go to the browser to use YouTube on the Samsung Galaxy Tab E. So, and this is what happens when you do that. So it's very slow and it the device seems like it can't really keep up with your commands and typing and everything. So you can see how slow it is to load up everything, like all the thumbnails and stuff. So we'll start with the shorts and see how that works. I mean, it's functional, it's usable, but it's not great. It's really bad. But if you wanted to use YouTube, you could definitely use it and it'll be available on the internet browser. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the camera. So it's pretty bad, 720p at 30 FPS. So sports mode is a little more smoother, as you can see. Let's go to our settings for the camera. Come on. So video size HD 1280x 720. That's somewhat decent. The camera is usable. It's not great. And we have Chrome, Word, Calendar, the Play Store. Um, with this device being only 16 gigabytes, there's not really much you can do in terms of downloading apps because your storage will become filled very fast. So, um, for the top, we have our USB charging port and a headphone jack. We have our power and volume buttons on the side. And, overall, it looks nice. It feels nice. It's just, unfortunately, um, there's not much you can do with it because of the software and hardware limitations. It's a shame because, older iPads have a lot more functionality than older Android tablets. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna end this video short. I just want to say this device is usable. It's not great, but I'm sure there's a lot more things you can do with it that I don't know. So let me know in the comments if you're using this tablet, what you like and dislike about it, and whether or not it can go past Android 7 because I've read that you can get Android 8 on there. So, yeah, with that being said, drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're into this type of content. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.